Well, I don't know about you, but engaging in that spiritual practice yesterday certainly did bring tension into my life. I can remember being a leader years ago when I'd take kids to camp and we'd give the sin talk, that grave reality of how far short we fall of the glory of God. And we would let that truth settle for about a day or a day and a half of camp before we'd give the solution. Kids would be uncomfortable and angsty, and they just need to go burn off energy. And so when we'd go to camp out in Colorado, we'd actually plan a 14,000 foot peak mountain climb to help bleed off some of that angst of coming to the reality of how far short we fall of the glory of God. Well, if you arrived here this morning with that kind of angst, I have great news for you, because today we are talking about the Jesus paradigm. The Jesus paradigm of spirituality is based around a very different question. The human paradigm says, how am I doing? The Jesus paradigm asks, God, how can you be so good? What a different question. That question centers not on ourselves, but on God. That question assumes that God has done something great in our lives, and he has. See, the Jesus paradigm of spiritual formation is grounded in the reality of adoption. Jesus adopts those he loves into his family. It's something settled. It is not something out there that you have to strive toward and attain to make you happy or whole. You were given it all up front. And yet God's grace is never done with us. God's grace wants to work both in us to change us from the inside out, but also to work through us. That as we become more like Jesus, we are more equipped and able to engage and bless the world around us. See, the Jesus paradigm couldn't be more different. It doesn't ask, how am I doing? It asks, God, how can you be so good?